gave up public speaking a little while back, and only went into public speaking this week because of the mirror. But I've actually found I really like public speaking again. And it's mostly been on the fact that I've only made legal jokes and legal arguments the whole time. And I thought this would be great because I'll take it 36 because everybody will think I'm pretentious or just not think I'm not making sense. And it's really turned out to be a lot of fun because not only have I entertained legal people, but I found all this whole wide range of interpretations of what I was talking about from everybody I've talked about who isn't a legal student about what they interpreted when I said the reasonable person or something like that. So in keeping with that spirit, I'm going to continue with that. And it actually is really fitting that we see Tim's photo up there because I know exactly what Tim was talking about, and it was something that blew Tim's mind the other night. Because I came to this epiphany the other night and then told Tim, and I realized that when I say things, they sound sarcastic. So people understand the opposite of what I mean. And I discovered this when I was talking to Vic Master, and I said, they came into the house where we're staying, we're all building a shine, and I said, hey, come sit with us, we like you. And I went, no wait, that sounds like I'm telling them to fuck off. And I went, no, seriously, we like you. And I tried all these different ways to say, we like you, we like you, we enjoy your company, and everything sounded like I was telling them to go to bed. So I tried, hey, don't sit down, we don't want to talk to you, and it was perfect. But this led me in a whole new direction because I started to think about what does it mean to speak and what's freedom of speech and all these things. And I started thinking about Section 3 of the Charter and how that gives us the right to vote and how the Supreme Court interpreted that as meaning you had a right to participate meaningfully in an election and how that meant you had the right to disseminate information. And it also meant that you had the right to hear information. So somehow Section 3 actually contains all these things about the fact that you have the right to hear information. And I thought, but if I say things that people understand in the reverse, won't this need some sort of constitutional amendment, or I'll be negligent in my political statement? So I thought about, how would a Section 1 sort of motion change this so that I could say things in the opposite way and not be held negligently if someone took them literally so that they could adapt to the intent? So I thought, is there a pressing and substantial need here? And I thought, yes, because I don't want to go to jail and I don't want people to understand my intent. And I thought, is there a rational connection between overriding Section 3's right of the listeners? And I thought, of course there is, because, people need to know what I'm saying. I say important things, and if I say them backwards, they need to recognize the intent, and I shouldn't be liable for that. I thought, is this minimum impairment? Well, it only applies to me, so I'm pretty sure that's about as much minimal impairment as you could be. And lastly, I thought about proportionality. Does this fit the framework? Is this the right kind of policy decision we should be making? And I thought, yes, because I think I'm important, and I think that if when I say things, they're opposite of what I mean, and if people need to understand my true intention and need to accept always that the opposite of what I say is what I say, then for me to be able to express myself properly, I cannot be held liable for saying the reverse of what I mean, because that is the only way I can convey what I mean.